All right, what is up, Chop City Wrestling? This looks a little bit better. I think it's probably just because I'm the standard definition stream and not the high definition just yet. Um, but yeah, we'll definitely get there eventually. If this goes good, then I certainly will look into um doing the high definition. That way, moving forward, these types of things go a little bit smoother. Like I said earlier, it's my first time doing this, so please bear with me, guys. And let's just see how it goes. And um, we're gonna be watching NXT Vengeance Day, the live stream, uh, right now. Well, it starts at 8 p.m. Um, So in the meantime, if you guys are on here, certainly feel free to jump on, ask some questions. Um, I definitely would like this to be one of those things, um, where we're interacting with each other and stuff like that. So if you do jump on, please feel free to uh, ask questions and stuff like that. And um, as this goes, we'll talk about the show. We'll talk about other things if you want to talk about other things. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna do a couple other things on the stream right now, just to put the picture up and stuff like that, and then we're gonna I'll give you my idea of who I think is gonna win these matches. Kind of give a quick breakdown uh, before the actual show starts at 8 p.m. And then we'll just take it from there. So, yeah. Um, just posting a new link up for you guys on Facebook as well as Twitter on Mania Club. Just kind of hitting all the um, places that this could be on for you guys. All right, so we got it all posted on all of those for you guys now. Um, so yeah, like I said, this is something. If there's definitely some interest in doing it, I certainly don't mind um continuing to uh do this moving forward for other shows, um, stuff of that nature. Uh, I don't know if it'll be an every week thing just because of the work schedule and stuff like that. And I do know that a lot of other people, like Tantalizing Tony, who has helped me out a lot, um, he has his live streams and a couple other people, wrestling with Savage. A few other people that I know fairly well also do their live stream, so I don't want to necessarily step on any toes. Um, but I know Tony was not doing one for this tonight, so I figured I'd jump on and give it a try, see how it works out. Um, and fingers crossed, this is uh, something that we can continue to do. So it looks like on the card currently we have 6 matches currently. Um, we have the 2 out of 3 falls match, Carmelo Hayes versus Apollo Crews. I'm not sure about you guys. I personally am not a huge fan of WWE stars going back down to NXT. We see that with the New Day having the tag team titles as well, and I'm just not a huge fan of it. I feel like once they hit the big scene, especially the New Day, Apollo Crews, I can somewhat understand, um, just because he was getting a little stale in the WWE, but the New Day, I just feel there's no reason at all for them to be on NXT. They are so over when it comes to the actual WWE that them being in NXT and having the titles does nothing for them at all. This match, 2 out of 3 falls match, I think we are gonna see Kyle Mello Hayes win. Honestly, I think it'll be your standard 2 out of 3 falls match where they each go one apiece, and then Carmelo pulls out the last one. Um, that's just me personally. I could be completely wrong with that though. Uh, as far as the next match, which looks to be the Fatal 4 Way for the NXT Tag Team titles, um, I honestly, like I said, I hope we get it off the New Day because there's just no real reason for them to be in NXT right now, outside of giving a push to someone else. So I do hope we see that push happen with someone else, um, that propels some other team to be the next big tag team. I could definitely see that with Gallus, Wolfgang, and Mark Coffey. I think they have something a little special, and that I think they could be the ones to take it off of the New Day. Um, so that's what I'm hoping happens in this match. Is that the New Day gives these 3 teams the rub, and then they go back to doing what they normally do in the WWE. As far as the women's tag team titles, match honestly doesn't interest me very much, but I think the champions retain. Um, but like I said, the match just doesn't do much for me. I think that'll be kind of a boring match, honestly. NXT North American title, I think we also see the champion retain. I think he is just on another level. when it comes to wrestling right now, and so I think Wesley retains the title in a probably maybe match of the night, honestly. NXT Women's title, we got Gigi Dolan versus JC Jane versus Roxanne Perez. I personally would like to see Gigi win this. I think may that probably won't happen though. I think Roxanne once again retains. I think that we're gonna see that a lot, honestly, on this show tonight. Is the champions retaining the titles, outside of maybe the men's tag team titles. I just think right now you don't want a whole bunch of big changes before the WrestleMania. I think if you do have big title changes, that's when you'll see it. Is in LA. So I see Roxanne Perez just that defending the title, even though I would prefer Gigi to win it. And then we have Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller. If anyone is going to lose the title tonight for those big four titles, I think it will be him. But I just I know WWE did that before last time, around Mania time last year, where they had him lose the title and then win it back and then lose it again, so on and so forth, because they were trying to call him up. I don't know if he's fully ready yet, honestly. He definitely has the makings to be the star, but just like his father, he lacks in some things. And so I think that's the only reason that you take the title off from right now, is if you're going to call him up. And I just don't see that happening until maybe the Raw after Mania, or something of that sort. Um, what about you guys? I see we do have a couple people uh, in the chat right now. So, I mean, absolutely give your opinions, guys, please. That's how I want this to be, where, I give my opinion, you guys give your opinions. And, we kind of go back and forth, and have conversations and stuff of that nature. Um, so if you have any different opinions, please post them in the chat. Uh, let me know what you think about these matches. If you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right. So yeah, show starts in 3 minutes. A little bit about myself for the people that don't know. Um, I'm Chop City Wrestling. I go to a bunch of local independent shows, as well as big independent shows. Take chops from wrestlers, and in return donate $20 to Connor's Cure for pediatric cancer. Been doing this for almost a year now. Mania will be a year, and it's definitely been a crazy ride. Me and my partner Anthony Pink, we started this YouTube channel back in July, and we have currently, I believe, about 167 subscribers. So it's definitely, working its way up and stuff like that. It's a slow grind. But we're hoping stuff like this will certainly help the channel. Um, we have big plans for Mania for sure. Me and him are gonna be there. Bunch of GCW shows, bunch of independent shows. And then we have some big plans for the Mania tailgate as well that we're hoping to come to fruition. So yeah, I'm just someone that uh, loves wrestling, loves trying to help out, and so trying out stuff like this just to see if it fits in the repertoire, trying to get more views on the channel, and stuff of that nature. So this definitely has the making to be a good card for sure. Um, every title on the line, pretty much. Then you got the 2 out of 3 falls match, so it certainly has the makings of a great show, and I'm hoping it lives up to that. All right, we are officially good to go, guys. Card is starting now. Thank you for whoever has been watching. Thank you for whoever jumps on in the future. Um, we're starting out with Charlotte Flair coming out, getting your typical North Carolina pop. Starting with this man, NXT champion, Braun Breaker. He will steer you so hard your great grandchildren will feel it. His opponent, Grayson Waller, a silver-tongued Aussie who believes it's not talking smack if you can back it up. Two caged animals, but only one will come out as champion. Definitely will be an interesting match. Steel cage. Allow me to introduce a 21-year-old As you see, we are rocking the Prime Logan Paul's drink of choice, his brand. Gotta rep Logan Paul. And I don't know. The New Day, NXT, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. Why? Let me know if you guys can hear me good. If you need anything changed at all, sound brought up, uh, lighting's good, stuff like that. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, so your input is huge when it comes to these things. It makes it a million times better. That way, it's not just me talking uh, to the screen myself. So my uncle posted on Facebook that he wants to see a New Day get beat. I 100% agree. I don't understand why, like he says, that they got the belt in the first place, outside of the fact that they're trying to get that rub on the upcoming tag teams and stuff of that nature. But they're not like an Apollo or someone like that had to go back down to NXT to try to reinvent themselves. So they're still stars on the main stage. So that's really the only reason that I can think of why they went back down there to kind of give that rub to the other tag teams and then the tag team division. We got Booker T on commentary, Mr. Shucky Ducky Quack Quack himself. All right, what we starting off with here? First match of the night. All right, so we're starting off with the North American Championship match. We got Wesley versus Jack. I think, like I said earlier, that this is absolutely going to be Wesley's match. I just think he's on another level. And that just honestly, I think this match could be match of the night. They're definitely starting up strong with this match. And I think it could be match of the night. See, this is kind of what I mean about reinventing yourself. Um, he made sense coming back down to NXT to reinvent himself. Other people just don't really make sense to do that. And the match is starting. This match definitely has the makings to be an absolute banger when it comes to starting it off. You got contrasting styles. You got the big tall guy with the smaller guy. Definitely makes for an interesting match. Wesley is going to have to use his speed to be able to kind of take control of this match, because he definitely does not have the size advantage or the strength advantage in this match. Takes a huge check right there, showing the size and strength of him. Tells him to stay down. What's he? He just laying down for? No, playing a little bit of Boston. Kick to the face. And there's that speed again that we talked about. Trying to go for the suplex. Stopped. The elbow to the face. Oh, wow. That's that athleticism we're talking about. Jumping off the top rope, Hurricane Rana. Drop kick through the ropes. Now we're going out to the outside. Oh, caught on the shoulders. Oh. That's that strength advantage right there. At any point in time, you can just catch it and flip the switch. Yeah, for sure. He definitely does have some good moves. And that absolutely has to hurt. Thank you for joining the stream. Hoping to have some more people on later, but first time out, so should be a good show, and hopefully some other people join on. Just using his strength, tosses him across the ring. Just ragdolling him at this point, basically. Punch to the face. And once again, just caught. Oh, and just toss out the ring. He's just absolutely ragdolling him at this point. Just using his strength left and right. He's just making Wesley look like he's absolutely nothing. Like a child.
Right now, scary strength into the cover again. Finally get the shoulders down and Lee howling out again at two. And look at that. That frustration is a fighter. No, that's not frustration. This is knowing I just got to do a little bit more work. I just got to punish this man a little bit more. I just got to make him feel this pain just a little bit more. And that's all.
Stomping on the chest. Vicious stomps to the chest. At this point, this has just been a complete one-way match. Wesley has shown absolutely nothing to, be able to put up any offense or anything of that sort at all.
Looking for the justice that he has been talking about for weeks, looking to finally call himself the North American champion as he just continues to punish Wesley.
Oh, finally uses his speed a little bit. Still not yeah, definitely here comes the comeback. We expected this at this point. He's still not putting together many moves, but he's trying to mount some sort of comeback. You definitely don't want to be striking with a guy that size, though. That's absolutely not the route you want to go. You want to use your speed, you want to use your quickness, your athleticism. That's the only way you're gonna potentially beat a guy of this size. Super kick to the back of the head, and he's trying to suplex him. He can't do it. He just can't do it. Oh! He finally hits it. 1, 2. Kicks out of two.
What the heck just transpired as you're taking a look at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. Your spin right now is showcased Wesley battling back to finish the adversity in this matchup. And take a look at the unique display by Wesley. Almost was a champion. This kid has been champion all over the world. This is nothing new for him being in this position with someone like a Dijak. But I'm going to tell you tonight, he's going to have to dig really deep. He's going to have to pour out big in this position with someone. Oh, not again, boy. Lee sends it, Lee. Trying to win the free. Trying to get down.
He did get him over. I didn't expect it, but that looked like it could have been a little bit of a botch. Oh, he's flying to the outside. Oh, that's that athleticism we're talking about. Flying off the top rope. We get the NXT chants going. Cartwheel. Oh, right onto his shoulders. There it is again. That's strength. Oh. Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah, I did see that. I may stop in at some point, depending on how this goes. But tell him I appreciate that, and same thing if he wants to stop in at all. Just gonna give this a chance and kind of see how it goes, and we'll go from there. But I'll probably stop in at some point to say hi. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I mean, I know he's been doing this a lot longer than I have. Um, so 1, 2. Oh, kicks out at 2. Thought he had him there. So yeah, I mean, go with whatever you enjoy most. I definitely do appreciate you stopping in though and checking it out. And you know, I definitely do appreciate that for sure.
Challenger trying to hold on, and Lee trying to roll through, and he might have put himself in the worst position that he did.
You mean put my link in his chat, or what exactly does he mean by that? We'll put his link in my chat. Hasn't been it. Yeah, no, Tony definitely has been a huge help. In anything that I've had questions with about YouTube streaming, so on and so forth. He has absolutely been a huge help.
We talk about Dijak being bigger, being stronger. But it's like Lee said, it's not about what you don't have, it's about what you do. And from this seat, Lee is showing you his heart and his unyielding desire to win. Dijak, smiling. Dijak shot. They try to figure out where he exactly is at.
One, two, kicks out again. And what's he have to do at this point? He's absolutely manhandled Wesley so far, and he just can't get can't get the 3 count. We've seen multiple 2 counts at this point. What does he have to do to get the 3 count in the win?
This would be wronging the right. And for Dijak now, looking for that exclamation point here tonight. What is that wrong? What is it? To Dijak, it's everything that's happened in his past. It's the fact that he has never been North American champion. He's trying to right that wrong here tonight. And he could be looking for... I don't like this. Dijak now. Dijak is looking to finish. You're talking about the official. Oh my God. Wesley somehow getting back to his feet. Somehow able to climb the top. Dijak's not moving. Lee looking to fly.
Oh, kick out at the last second.
Take a look at this perfect landing again from Wesley. Wesley is risking it all. We're talking about high risk. We're talking about high reward. Right there was the reward. It was retaining his title.
This absolutely has turned into the match that I thought it was going to. Oh, dives through the ropes and gets slammed into the barricade. I I thought this had a chance to be match of the night. It started off very slow, but it certainly has picked up since. We got him picking up the chair now. What's he gonna do with that? Oh, he's sitting him down. Yeah, he's tired. He's tired. Getting a broom. I'm not quite sure about that at this point. Okay, so he's gonna lock him in. Oh, super kick straight to the face. Ah, jeez. Reminiscent of Kevin Owens getting super kicked 12 times in a row when being handcuffed. He's just nothing he can do at this point. Big man going to the top rope. He's desperate at this point. Oh, super kick. Oh. 1, 2, 3. And we retain the title. A great opening match. Had some great high spots. Started off slow for sure, but absolutely did pick up with speed as the match went on. And as I predicted, Wesley retains. I wouldn't say never. It definitely is something that generally does not go well. So I get where you're coming from, where you say never. But we've seen some big men that can go to the top rope and do some good moves. Uh, so I wouldn't say never.
I think they saved that North American championship. Yes, Wesley standing tall. Take a look at the destruction, the devastation, the finger of digest, the cardiac kiss, overcome in search of his brand justice.
So definitely a good first match. Uh, Leaves high hopes for the rest of the show, and we'll see what comes on next. Definitely starts off the show good though.
Are you tired of washing dishes? Well, flip the way you clean them with Dawn Platinum Easy Squeeze. It's an upside down bottle with no cap. You just grab and squeeze. Dawn Platinum's more powerful formula breaks down and removes grease 4 times faster. Huh, nice.
What do we think about Core Jade, guys? I don't know, honestly. I feel like she definitely has potential. Has the look, but feels like she's kind of going for like an AJ Lee, uh, Paige, Nikki Bella type ripoff. Basically, they're just like taking all three of those gimmicks, putting them together, and kind of putting them all together. Yeah, it has been a little bit since I've watched it, honestly, just because of work and stuff like that. It's tough to keep up with everything. Um, what I have seen lately, though, I have been pretty impressed with. Uh, Definitely a lot of action, kind of reminiscent of independent shows, which I like a lot. So it's interesting to see how these people will get built up, and with Triple H actually running the show now, if once they get up to the main roster, if they will actually continue the character that they've developed in NXT. Vince was famous for screwing that up, but it'll definitely be interesting to see if Triple H helps that. They're on the wrong watch party though. They're not on Chop City Wrestling Watch Party. I don't have that many viewers right now. They're on the wrong one. They don't even look to be paying attention. Look at the blonde girl. She's staring down at her phone. All right, we got the women's tag team uh, titles now. It's kind of crazy to me that NXT has women tag team titles, but we still have not seen them come back to WWE. Um, I mean, I don't have a whole lot to say about this match. I uh I think the champions retain, but I don't think it's going to be an amazing match per se.
Best seat in the house. Number 186 days and counting. Jansen Carter, the longest reigning.
Doing the whole shield gimmick coming down through the crowd.
SmackDown, NXT, they surpassed them all. What is the wrestling? Go ahead. No. When you look at that question, when I think of this team, I look back in the day, the history of tag teams, and the Rock and Roll Express. Everybody always thought they were going to beat that team, but they were still the best in the business.
I mean, I gotta say, neither of these tag teams really give me that, that look per se.
What's the recipe of success been for the champions? How come they've been able to hold on to those titles for over
I mean, they've definitely been able to hold the titles for a while, but is that just because there isn't many good tag teams there, or is it because what's the reason? I know Toxic Attraction held the titles for a long time before then, previously. So
Of course, Briggs and Jensen on the outside. A lot of issues between Fallon Henry and Deanna James that brings us here tonight. But I do want to ask this question about the champions, because Jansen Carter really have overcome a lot. Even the perception of this being a team that was making TikToks. Focus. I'm not down with the TikTok world today, but these young guys, these young kids, the way they use it, they do it well. Let's not forget about the past. Jensen, was friend zoned by Carter a long time. It's in the past, though. Deanna James needs to focus on the match, not focus about Jensen and his team or one play. What are you talking about? He got friend zoned. It is what it is. They didn't hook up. Cover, count, and champion. We need to refocus on the match. Okay. Because right now, this Vengeance Day NXT Women's Tag Team Title match, #1 trend around the world. Here in Charlotte, tag mate Fallon Henry in for the first time. Fallon Henry, she's all about winning. When you saw it, Fallon Henry didn't want to throw the right. Miscommunication. It was because James was holding on to the hair. Fallon Henry got understand. This is a new tag team.
no, some pretty good tag team moves.
She wants to do it the right way. She doesn't want to cut corners. The first time they teamed, let's not forget, Deanna James cheated.
Tags in her partner. We got some tag team, double team going. Sweep of the leg. Okay. Leg drop, moonsault. Then just like that, she gets back up and she's that kind of bugs me. You do a big tag team spot, double team spot, and just like that, she's back up. She's basically no selling it.
But you take a look at the challengers who have to be the underdogs with no experience. That's true. Like I said, one thing about tag team, they jail quickly, or maybe not perhaps. You might hear about they're looking great. They're looking great together. It's also very nice.
Yeah, not a bad move. 2 count.
Sometimes it can be good, man. Well, look, they are a very unique team because typically teams come together for a common enemy, correct? Opposites attract for that reason. They have come together, though, because of the genuine support they have with Vince and you see him on the outside. But just to tell you one thing, I'm
Yeah, this match has kind of gone exactly how I thought it was going to be so far. Just uninspiring. After that first match, this match has definitely brought it down a little bit.
Right now we see Henley controlling the pace of this match, but you brought up the past. Does the past still weigh on Fallon? Henley James did try to buy it.
You got these two guys just standing out in the ring, basically doing nothing, holding their bag. This match is what I like to call your piss beer break. Running elbow into the corner. Okay, that was impressive. Kick to a splash.
In her sights, Carter charging in, attack with a chance is legal. The challengers are rocked. And there comes Chance.
Okay, good tag team moves. Good double teams. So they definitely have some good double team moves. Just they seem to lack in the rest of the tag team department, in my opinion.
Proving why they are the longest reigning champions in NXT. They're just too good right there. Take another look. The high flying. Chance taking out both, and they have been able to stay in control, but Henry just shut down Chance. And if you look around, James is back to her feet, finally making an attack. And this could be that moment, maybe that turning point. Maybe they need that nasty side of being a team. Maybe they need it kind of corner. I don't think they need that. Victor, right now, these two are doing something.
And there you go, another great double team move. But what can they do outside of the double team? That's what seems to be lacking at this point. Spine buster. 2. Two count. Quick tag. And once again, knees come up. But another great double team move. That's all they seem to have, though. They have these great double team spots, but you need to have more than that if you're going to be a tag team. Tag teams are not just about those double team spots. You got to be able to also control the ring when it's just you in there and not your partner with you. 1, 2, super kick to the back.
They're always watching each other's backs. James running a little interference. Right place at the right time. Here we go, throwing caution to the man here. As well as
Oh, weak kick. Okay, we got a cutter. Cutter off the ring apron. If you are watching on YouTube, guys, please like the video, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, hit the notification bell. That way, if I do more of these in the future, you'll be notified when I do it. Share the link, that way we can get as many people on here as possible. The more those things happen, the higher up in the algorithm that I go, and the more views that hopefully we'll get on this stream, which, the sooner we get to those numbers, the sooner that 25% of the money that this channel makes will be going to Connor's Cure. That's what this channel is all about at the end, is Connor's Cure. And 1, 2, kicks out at 2.5 after another great double team spot. Noticing the trend here. Yeah, so what, like I was saying, that's what this channel is really all about, is helping out raise money for Connor's Cure. So the sooner that we get monetized, the sooner me and Anthony Pink can start putting some serious money towards Connor's Cure. We already have put a good amount between the two of us. We probably donated close to $2,000 to $2,500 since this past April. So we definitely. Oh, wait. We have new champions after some interference. New champions after interference. She helps hold down her legs and they win the title. Let's take a look at this here. So we get the neck breaker. Almost. She's checking out on her partner to see what's going on. We get the pin attempt, and she holds down the legs for the 3 count. The referee missed it, did not see it. Then we have new champs. New champs, guys. I gotta say, match was pretty uneventful to me outside of the tag team spots. This tag team didn't do a whole lot for me. I don't really see that title reign going very far, honestly. They just didn't show me much. The other team showed me a good amount, but it was just it was just high spots basically. You didn't miss a whole lot, honestly, David. Basically a lot of good double team moves, and then the other team won with a roll up, holding the legs down. Kind of uneventful match, honestly. Team that won didn't really show me a whole lot, so you didn't really miss much. I know you guys have been having some power issues down there with the cold and everything like that, so probably those extra heaters you're running right now, you and Nan Cindy. Yeah, for sure, there definitely will be. I mean, we'll probably see it rerun again either in LA or maybe sooner than that on NXT. Match just didn't do a whole lot for me though. Team that won didn't really show me much. The other team had some great double team spots, but that's about it. Anytime it was just one of them in the ring, it was like they were looking for the other person to do a double team spot. So, I mean, neither of them impressed me a whole lot, honestly. You have to be able to do single spots as well as double team spots. So it can't just be about those single spots when it comes to tag team wrestling. Those double team spots when it comes to tag team wrestling, you have to be able to do singles spots as well, and I just didn't see that from either of them. Thank you for joining KOD show. Just watching the NXT, doing a watch along here, and absolutely thank you for showing up. First time doing this outside of with Tony the other day on Raw, so thank you, and we're hoping this becomes more of a thing in the future potentially. How have you guys been thinking the show has been so far? 2 matches in. Um, Definitely a downturn after that first match, in my opinion.
Did you see how West countered Dijak's power with his speed? That is going to be the game plan every single time for these high flyers. One more thing, too. Do you see how nice all the superstars are dressed here at Vengeance Day? Why do you look like you're here to repair my sink? Just my clothes, man. Well, look, we need to get you some proper ring attire.
So, for those people in the chat right now, if you have not, please go ahead and stream, or not stream, but subscribe to the KOD show. He's a good friend of Tony's. And he's graciously came on to this stream to uh, give his presence and stuff like that. So please, that's the link right there. Go ahead and check them out. Another great channel, has about 250 subscribers right now. Does some good wrestling content. And we're all just trying to help each other out when it comes to this stuff. We're all, just trying to make it. So please go ahead and check him out if you have not subscribed to him yet.
It takes guts to chase the dream. Fall on your face. You can completely fail. And then you get to that point of reaching a dream that just doesn't feel good. Even though you dreamt about it your whole life.
No problem, Jennifer. Absolutely jump back in if you can. I know the weather is bad in a lot of places right now, so the connection hasn't been great in a lot of areas.
Won the United States Championship, never WrestleMania Intercontinental Champion, career-making moments. But every once in a while, I hear those echoes deep inside my soul. The echoes of those three letters. NXT. We say expect the unexpected. Apollo Crews is in NXT. When I left NXT for the first time, I left way too soon. And I left a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish on the table. I came back to capture the title. It didn't go down like that. That is okay. I am not out of championship contention.
See, this is one of those things that I was okay with Apollo going back to NXT. He's one of those ones that I thought he had the potential to be really good when I initially saw him in NXT, and then he went up to WWE and he just kind of felt lackluster. I'm okay with him going back down to NXT and trying to reinvent himself again, because I think he has the potential to reinvent himself. That whole Nigerian gimmick just was not good for him. He needs to work on his mic skills, really, honestly, because that was the issue with him in WWE. He has all the in-ring stuff. He just didn't have a personality, in my opinion. So if he can work on that, I think he could be a very good wrestler. So that's one of those things, unlike the New Day, that I was okay with him going down to NXT and trying to reinvent himself again.
Trick Williams wants to get involved. Trick's getting ahead. You need to be reminded that you are the past, and I am the present. The funny thing about the past, it can always predict the future.
Yeah, that's honestly always been his issue. A great talent, just not a whole lot of charisma, and that's a tough thing to teach too. You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have that charisma, you're never gonna make it to the next level. And it's such a tough thing to teach because you have to have it. If you don't have it, you're just not gonna go to that next level. I'm hoping that he can, you know, learn it somewhat. You know, it'll be interesting to see if he does here in NXT, but he definitely did not have it his first run in NXT and then his run in WWE. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that actually. Um, just not sure who I would see as his manager. I mean, if he did go back to the WWE, the only thing I could really see is him joining the Hurt Business if they do reinvent themselves again. And I think MVP could be a great manager for him if he wanted to go heel. I know that they initially, tried to get him into the Hurt Business, just never really happened. Uh, that's really the only manager right now that I could see him with, though. And I think MVP would be great for him. I think MVP uh, could very much, like Bobby Lashley, kind of give him that rub because Bobby Lashley's in the same boat. Amazing in ring ability. You know, guy's been an MMA star, a wrestling star, WWE star, you name it, he's done it. But he just doesn't have the mic work per se. So I think we could see something like that, very similar, happen uh, with Apollo if he did ever join MVP in the Hurt Business. But yeah, this music, the whole this great in ring, but just there's nothing there. It, like you see him walking down to the ring, there's nothing. And he's trying. Like I give him props. He's trying to get over. Just when it comes to his personality, it's not there. Is it? I honestly I haven't had any issues at all with Peacock tonight. Knock on wood. I mean, it's like -45 degrees here with wind chill. But I haven't had any issues with Peacock so far. Knock on wood.
Two out of three falls, a staple of NXT. You think of the past, Sami Zayn, Johnny Gargano, Tyler Bate, and this certainly is the environment that will allow you to leave your mark like these two superstars have wanted to. You'll agree with these bright lights. Vengeance Day. Surely, no, Carolina. These two come in. Oh, let's do it. Spin this up, Vic. See those superstars sizing each other up. And I want to ask you this, Book. It's 2 out of 3 falls, right? How important is that first fall? Neither of these two guys will make a mistake early on. Switch there. I mean, that first fall is very important. Give you that comfortable spot to where, if I win the next one, it's over. If I don't, we still got one.
I think Carmelo Hayes takes this, honestly. Just he's. I mean, it all depends on how they want to swing it. He's definitely the better of the two wrestlers. If they're trying to give that push to Apollo, I could see him taking it. But I think this is Carmelo Hayes' match to lose. I think it'll be your typical 2 out of 3 falls match where you'll see, one win one and then the next one win one to kind of tie it up type thing, like who's going to win the third. But I think at the end we see Carmelo take it.
He has a few more miles on the odometer as well. We talked about a second ago, though, not wanting to make that early mistake here in the first fall. And still get that feeling out process here. But look, I want to talk about Apollo Crews. Returned to NXT last summer, had unfinished business on the brand. You heard out of his mouth, he hears the echoes. He wants to become the NXT champion. Point blank, Book, that doesn't sit well.
I agree. He definitely does put on some great matches from what I've seen. It just all depends if they really want to try to get Apollo over. If they really want to try to get him over, I could see him, taking this match. But I don't see it with him as much as I want to, because I do like him as a wrestler. I don't think he will ever have that it factor, at least not by himself. Like I said, you put him with an MVP or someone of that sort, potentially. But by himself, he's just never going to have that it factor. He just doesn't have that personality. I mean, listen to the crowd. They're chanting right now, let's go Mello. They don't want Apollo. And Apollo's supposed to be the good guy in this match. Like,
Hayes coming right back in, goes up, goes over, lands on his feet. Oh. A side job right there. That's all it is, man. I'm one step ahead of you. I'm one level above. That's all it is, man. That's only one guy gets slapped and fall. That was Carmelo Hayes. Did you hear Cruz? Cruz tell him, get back up. His Cruz wants to
walks up. Okay.
There's a lot of similarities between both these superstars. Let's not take anything away. Both of these men knows exactly what it takes. But like I say, this test right here for Carmelo Hayes is huge. We're going to see exactly what he's all about in this match. That right there, that little baby, something that one shot right there.
So he basically needs to go the Matt Cardona route, you're saying. I mean, I don't think he'd be very good in GCW, honestly. But I mean, you never know. He could be good in those scramble type matches and stuff like that. So yeah, you never know. I don't think we'll ever see someone reinvent himself like Cardona did though. That was a complete just 180. And as much as I don't like the guy, he did a complete 180 from joke of a baby face that no one cared about to probably the best independent wrestler of at least last year. Um, I hope he does not come back to the WWE. I think WWE will not use him properly at all. I mean, the writing's on the wall that he will, where they, brought Chelsea Green back and stuff like that. But I just, I don't think he can get nearly the amount of heat that he does on the indies as he does if he comes back to the WWE. Oh, 100%. Like, honestly, like I said, in my opinion, the best reinvention we've seen in a very, very long time. He was a joke on the WWE roster. And to turn into what he is now, by far one of the best reinventions we've seen in a long time. I mean, it's kind of the gimmick she was doing in TNA, honestly, like the hot mess Karen type gimmick. And it did get over there. So I don't know if she'll be a failure per se, but I had this discussion with Tony the other day. I don't see her as a champion with that gimmick. I think she could be a good mid carder. She's still a great wrestler. Wow, great move. Yeah, I think she's still a great wrestler. I don't think she'll be a champion with that gimmick. We got a moonsault off the ring apron to the outside. Great move. I mean, I won't say it on YouTube, but you know my opinion when it comes to Cardona, and it's F Cardona. I don't like the guy. Surprised we haven't seen a pinfall yet, honestly. We're going 5-6 minutes into the match now. I assume this is right around the time that we'll probably see that first pinfall. You probably expect the match to go about 20 minutes or so. Great move. Propels him over the outside. Kind of cut her over the top rope. Showing that side of aggression. Some good technical wrestling right now.
Just slow it down just for a minute. Let me get my wind. Let me get my feet under me. Try to push this thing in the later rounds, and I think that's where Carmelo Hayes is going to get a little bit more successful in the later rounds than someone like Apollo Crews.
Hayes has said he has put more preparation into this match than any other in his career. You take a look at the track record wins. He's defeated the likes of Ricochet. He was the breakout
Knees to the stomach.
The North American champion has unified championships, but this is a different test tonight for Hayes. Oh, just dropped Apollo Crews again. Throat, neck, and quickly cover.
1, 2, kicks out of 2.
Goes back to what you said before. You guys know how important this first fall is here at Vengence.
These are these moments, man. I mean, when you're
Another cover, those guys.
tired, bruised, battered, torn. You know, these are the moments that make you great. These are those Hall of Fame moments right here. Both of these men are willing to put themselves through it. I respect that thing.
Been a good back and forth match so far.
Every breath he's taken, it's tough for him to move.
We don't know if Carmelo Hayes got internal bleeding. We just don't know.
Oh, chop. I've taken better. That's a weak chop. Another weak one. But he got to work on his chop game.
What a short arm clothesline, and you don't see Crews getting rocked like that often. And he just got dropped. And now the look in the eyes of Carmelo Hayes is telling the story. Take another look. Feel the impact.
You just got to grit your teeth, Vic. You just got to bite down on your mouthpiece.
Carmelo getting a little bit cocky now.
That's digging deep down in that well to tell me who that man.
Oh, suplex. 1, 2. We're going for the Three Amigos. And he stops it. Oh, over the top. I'm very impressed there. I'm surprised that there has not been a fall yet. Like they're saying, we're going on, 10, 11, 12 minutes for this match so far, and not one fall?
You saw the NXT University feel the tension rising here in the Spectrum Center. And now you see Apollo Crews start to roll. Going to be closing on that first fall here in this matchup. Oh, got caught. Swing and a miss. Hayes now trying to turn it around. Looking for a doorbuster, was countered. Landing on his feet, coming right back in this time. Crews successful.
Nice skip up.
Just happened right there, Vic.
Splash into the corner, tries again, misses.
These two trading blow for blow. Hayes said it would be tap for tap.
Oh.
Modified instant Curry, and you can see the eyes of Hayes.
Carmelo is dazed right now. Right now would be the perfect time for Apollo to cash in, and he needs to do it quick.
Trick right now beside himself. Hayes out of desperation is trying to hold on. There you see. Holy! Did you see that strike? That's got to be it. First ball in the books. Apollo Crews. Hayes kicked out.
That was all instinct right there, Vic.
The unbridled strength display of Apollo Crews. And I know that you see Trick Williams right now.
Very long first fall. I'm surprised, honestly. Still got a couple matches left to go on the card, and not even one fall yet. Could be one of those matches that you see the first fall and then the other two falls happen pretty quickly. They build up the match with the first fall.
That's what fighters do. That's what fighters do. I mean, you're not going to say you're not better. You're going to go out there and say, I'm going to put this man to sleep. I'm going to put him down tonight. That's what this man, that's what.
Counter by Hayes. Hayes looking for the crossface. Gets countered. Counter. Rolling through his Hayes. Hayes trying to lock in. Roll through shoulder.
1, 2.
Just able to kick out, but also having to let go of that crossface was Hayes, who gets caught with a pumpkin. Goes up, goes down.
Oh, we got the crossface locked in, I think. Oh. 1, 2. Kick out in 2.
No, and now Hayes beside himself.
Wrestling IQ right now. That's what this is, man. Right now, Carmelo Hayes cutter. He's going into his
Nice kind of spin cutter. 1, 2. Another. All right, we got the crossface locked in now. We gotta see a tap out. Get that first fall. There it is. Carmelo Hayes gets the first fall, or in this case, submission, but it all counts the same.
So Hayes now is up 1-0. Wow, the NXT universe not liking that decision. Not liking that Hayes is up 1-0.
That combination right there being Carmelo
They cheer for him earlier, now they're booing him. Guy can't get any love.
I do wonder though, for Cruz, he's been in this position before, and we talk about how long he's been in the game. Did he tap quickly to preserve some energy?
Let me tell you something.
All right, we'll see if it's kind of what I expect. Like I said, I expect in this case, Hayes gets the first fall. Paul's going to get the second, and then they'll kind of. I mean, you never know. Sometimes they just go for 2-0, but not very often. Normally, you'll see it get down to the final fall.
Who's the guy that's got more left in the tank? Who's the guy that's willing to go the long haul?
And is it Hayes?
That's Carmelo Hayes.
I mean, Hayes woke up earlier today, sent up a tweet. He woke up undeniable. He knows there's two men that want one spot. Oh, wow. Did you see that nasty landing blow? Hey, Hayes right now realizes this is it.
Right now, Carmelo Hayes feel like he is still the uncrowned champion right now. The only way to get back to the mountaintop is through Apollo Crews. Yes, that's the only way tonight. He's doing a hell of a job, Vic.
Hayes doesn't need the universe's love. He doesn't want to be a Casanova. He wants to be a champion. But right now, Cruz showing the heart of a champion. And again, going right back to a series of German suplexes.
Apollo Crews right now trying to let it all hang out right here. This might be
Standing shooting star didn't get it all, but didn't get enough.
that last gas.
Well, he's got to tie it up, though.
He's got to try to get a win. And right now, just look at his body language. He's still laboring, perhaps, from being caught in that crossface. That's what I'm thinking.
He's got to tie it up, and again, Hayes quickly stopping any sort of momentum, but back to lower back. Oh, that's countered by Hayes, rocking, cruising, Cruz.
Right there, Vic.
Back to the neck, and now he's looking for that straightaway.
Carmelo Hayes is 1, 2, perhaps even 3 steps ahead.
Who cares about the steps? If he wins it here, the match is over. Cruz just able to get that right shoulder up. As Wookie said, the second quarter, not much left. Is Cruz, he's really got to find a new zone to go into because he right now is on the back foot.
He's got to find another gear. I talked about those gears. Carmelo Hayes seems to, found that. Oh, my God.
See, I don't know what it was. It was effective, but it didn't.
2 count.
There, right there. That kick out right there. Got to make Apollo Crews like, Phil, what the hell do I have to do here?
Cruz has been walking down.
Let me tell you something. Right there, Apollo Crews is in Alice in Wonderland wondering, what the hell do I have to do? What do I got to do?
It was a good one, Jennifer. Melo made him tap out to crossface after about say probably 13 to 15 minutes back and forth action. It's definitely been a very good match so far. But yeah, he made him tap out.
You're gonna do something, and you're gonna make a mistake. Normally, that's when that happens. And Apollo Crews, he's in that danger zone right now.
There's only one spot. Look, Trick Williams. He's a little worried about what could happen. Had the same thought in mind. Crash and burn.
Wow.
So much to take out of both these superstars in this moment. Cruz, Hayes is up 1 fault to none in this best 2 out of 3 falls matchup.
That's why I took my dog out before the show started. I had a feeling that could maybe happen, so took him out right before the show started.
Referee's at 7. Hayes trying to count out, win it. He would win it. He would sweep. And Cruz
slides in right at the 9 count. Grabs him.
Don't take the easy street. He wants to earn this victory. He wants to fight for it.
Flying knee.
Hayes coming back in. Able to roll through. Another counter by Hayes. Look at that crossface one more time. That's one of the first ball.
Angle slam.
Apollo needs to take a pose right now. Don't let his anger get to it. Like, some of these football players.
Cold breaker.
Late in the game. You don't want that.
Okay.
That's what Cruz was looking for. That's what Cruz wanted. But so much has been taken out of Cruz. He couldn't capitalize.
It has been, yeah. This whole match is going longer than I expected, honestly. Kind of feel like maybe we'll see a DQ for the second fall or something like that. And, but it's been definitely a good back and forth match so far.
The official hasn't realized yet what Williams has done.
It's crafty plan. Big hatched here, but I just don't like it because we've been having a hell of a competition here.
Yeah, that was a little botch. All right, now we're getting chops for real. There we go. That's a little better, Apollo.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't like it.
That backfired. And the referee can't do anything about it. And think about the injured wrists.
Oh, cheer coming in. Oh, why are we getting this guy again? That is the last thing Apollo needs is for him to be back around. I mean, he's a great big guy, but 2, 3, wow. He sweeps. So that tells me they have no hope at all for Apollo to do anything, honestly. If you're going to have Hayes sweep him 2-0, don't even give him one pinfall at all. You have basically his buddy come distract him. You have no hope at all for Apollo to become something. 0. You have given up all hope on him. Be right back, guys. Yeah, I mean, at least he's at least he was not, Apollo's right hand man again, because that's the last thing he needed was him again. But still we're running into the same thing of basically just WWE people going back to NXT. Now, don't get me wrong, I think he belongs in NXT. He was never anything at all in WWE, but I don't think NXT is gonna do much for him either. He's kind of like Apollo. He has no friggin' character.
In the bright lights of Hollywood, the superstars of NXT will stand and deliver. We're on the road to Los Angeles today. NXT the champion Braun Breaker putting into his final moments of mental preparation before his NXT championship matchup in that steel cage main event here at Vengeance Day.
I always wanted to be a WWE superstar. In my heart, this was where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. I was legitimately on the verge of getting a shot at the WWE Championship for the first time in 11 years. Kobe Mania is alive! Down with Kobe Mania. Let's feel this. His struggle is being passed over. That's a very real thing. Everything that I did has led up to this point. Kobe did it! Kobe is champion! This meant a lot to be able to represent black kids, that they know that it's not impossible to break through. The impossible is possible.
Not only is Cody Rhodes the longest reigning African American WWE champion, but when he had once won the NXT Tag Team Championship, he became the most decorated tag team champion.
Yeah, no, I mean it should be an okay match. I think Apollo definitely has the in-ring ability. I don't know about Commander Z or whatever the hell they're calling him at this point, but it'll be one of those, high flyer versus big guy matches.
What are we doing out here? I'll tell you what we're doing out here. Spectrum Center, Charlotte, North Carolina. A place where I grew up watching so many great moments. And tomorrow night, we get the opportunity to have our moment. Because just like North Carolina legend Michael Jordan said, heart is what separates the good from the great. And I know some people are looking at us like we're the underdogs. But not in Charlotte. Not in Charlotte, North Carolina. Because not only do we have heart, Andre Chase University has the home field advantage. So let's go out there and give those other three teams an Andre Chase University celebrate for me. Come on,
All right, so we got the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match now. I'm praying that New Day loses this match. I don't think that New Day should be in NXT. They're not one of those teams that need that NXT rub at all. They don't need to reinvent themselves. So I don't understand why New Day is in NXT. We got Chase U coming out. Not seeing much here at all. Kind of seems like a joke Spirit Squad type team. Now we're basically just into a Maxim male model type team or a what was it, Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
And here's a pair of superstars who have won the gold before, trying to do it again. And look, all they needed to do, that being pretty epic, was follow and complete a simple list that was provided to them by the New Day. They would have faced New Day straight up, but it's their fault that they found themselves in this four-way matchup.
Deb and Deb, you guys should not be here. They should be in the fact they should still be tag team champions. Why not? You know that. I know that. I don't know that.
They're not taking the New Day as the tag team champions. That's who the tag team champions are.
Two guys that pass that airport test every time. Who are they? I don't know, but they look good.
This is a team that I think
This matchup could be
will be the one to dethrone them. I think they, they have that kind of look to them, that old school heavyweight brute type look. That I think they're the ones that should dethrone the New Day.
WWE Legends Ultimate Edition Bret Hitman Hart and Legends Elite Series 18 action figures from Mattel. Now available for pre-order exclusively at Target.com.
Oh, Dallas boy is ready to go. I like the attitude.
Yeah, here we go. The party just getting started now, but get up. Get on your feet.
Man, don't touch me. Don't do that.
Yeah, they definitely give me that kind of revival type look, a little bit bigger, but that kind of old school heavyweight look. Don't get me wrong, I like the small guys. I like the ones that can jump around and shit like that. But there's something about that kind of like SGC look, that Manders type look, that it's different. So I'm looking at Facebook right now, and take this with a grain of salt, guys, because it is from Dave Meltzer, who, I take anything that he says with a grain of salt. But according to Meltzer, Brock Lesnar has been confirmed to be working both Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. Not a huge surprise there. However, somewhat of a surprise, John Cena versus Austin Theory, according to Meltzer, is locked in for WrestleMania 39. He is not sure if it's going to be a U.S. title match or not. I would assume it would be if the title is still on Theory, which I don't see why it would not be. But that's a pretty big marquee match for Theory if it is actually true. That's a good rub for him. Going against, as much as I don't like Cena, one of the best to ever do it. That if that actually does happen, I know it's been rumored for a while, but if it actually does happen, that's an impressive match for him. Yeah, I don't understand it either. The only thing that I can think of is they just wanted to give other tag teams in the NXT kind of that rub, but you don't really have to put the title on them to do that. There's really no reason at all to have New Day have the championship. It doesn't make sense. You can have them go have a couple matches down there, um, and get your other tag teams over, and you don't need to put the title on them. I don't know, honestly. I know he is back, uh, and from what I've heard, he is hoping to start booking stuff soon. That's why he wanted to sell it to Saudi, was because they were going to give him the ability to be head of creative again. I don't think he's booking anything right now. So it seems like something he would do, but I don't think he's booking anything right now. I mean, yeah, I guess I get that. You give them the tag team title in each show, but it wasn't needed. They were already, as much as I think the New Day has kind of ran its course at this point, they're never going to be over to the amount that they were, back in Orlando and stuff like that. Um, I don't think they needed the NXT titles. They're still one of the greatest tag teams in the last 20 years, and probably a top 10 tag team of all time. Um, so I don't think that they needed this extra title to prove anything. Is the weather bad down there? Like, are you guys getting wind and stuff like that? Um, I don't know. I've been surprised how crystal clear it's been here, because we've had horrible winds here these past 2 days, and according to my phone right now, it's -4 degrees without the wind chill. Let's see what it is with the wind chill. It is -14 with the wind chill. So that's it's a lot warmer than it was yesterday. It was -43 with the wind chill yesterday. See, this is the one thing that I don't necessarily like about these four-way tag team matches. You can kind of tag anyone in. I feel like I would like it better if it's kind of a fatal four-way type match where you can only tag your partner in. We got four people in the ring at the same time. Um, just you can tag in anyone. I'm not a huge fan of it. It leaves too many people just standing out on ringside too long. I'm not a huge fan of it. Because, I mean, realistically, why are you ever going to go into any corner outside of yours? It's not like I'm going to go to some random corner to have some other team tag me in. It doesn't make sense match-wise.
so many bodies in this match. Oh, elbow pocket knocker, and right back in on the elbow.
Kid Wilson right there is just blowing the for this
Time again.
kid Xavier Woods. That's his kid Xavier Woods.
And this pretty deadly. Looks like some shit that I'd see out of a Zoolander movie or something like that. I'm just not liking the gimmick at all. Stomp on the foot, some friggin' jazz fingers. You haven't really missed much, honestly. So far, it's been pretty uneventful.
Just got roughed up, and now Woods has a little bit of an opening. Got to make it tag. Kofi is ready. Kofi is willing. And the former WWE champion coming right in and just dropping everybody in and giving them the count.
Here he goes. Take that away from Kofi Kingston. He is truly one of the best this Vengeance has ever seen. Everything. He got it all.
And Kingston out, trying to take out
Yeah, see, this is what would make the match better. Have the other teams come in there. Have it be 4 people in the ring at the same time. Like, it just adds so much more to the match than just having it be one person from one team, one person from another team, with the rest of them just standing out on the ring. 2 count, saved by Pretty Deadly. And this U team is just a friggin' joke.
trying to get into this matchup. We talked about chaos. That's where Dallas thrives. As Mark Coffey standing, not for long. Let's take a look now at who's up.
Okay. Thrown into the code breaker.
Pretty deadly right now. Their credit staying composed in this situation. Everybody's down, but everyone's up.
It's basically been these 2 teams the entire match. Like, what's the point of having these other teams in the match if you're just going to focus on these 2 teams? Xavier tagged in by Kofi. Kofi flies to the top rope. We got the double foot stomp. 2. And stop 2.5.
It's about Vengeance Day. It's about Charlotte, North Carolina. It's about setting the bar once again. So take a look at the height of Kofi and then looking at landing. And you gotta admit, if these other teams didn't get involved,
See, I don't really agree with the crowd right now. The chant in this is awesome. I don't think this match has been overly awesome, honestly. I think it's been a very average match. All right, now we got some people out on the outside of the ring. Things could change up a little bit here. We got Kofi in the ring, throwing punches, climbing up to the top rope. We're going to go for the suplex off the top rope. Punch to the stomach, punch to the stomach. Oh, throwing him into the crowd. Very, very... This was an average move.
And look at the field now. What's on the mind of Wilson? Talk about one of those NXT tag team titles. Willing to risk it all. I don't like what it is, but I like it.
Okay. Now we're gonna go suplex onto the group. That would definitely be interesting. There we go. See, that is a better move right there. Suplex to the outside of the ring off the top rope into a group of 4 or 5 people. That definitely gets the holy shit chant going. Holy shit.
Hudson, they chase you now, taking things over.
2 cuts to this bleeding house right there, Vic. And now he's rearranging the furniture.
You say that again.
Okay.
Pretty epic now. He said that this is going to be pure chaos.
Someone gonna go through the table? Oh, power bomb through the table? No, stopped. Oh, into the ring apron. And now we're putting. Oh, what a. That was stupid. Now we're putting back the table together. Way to hype it up just for nothing.
The only team in this matchup to never hold gold in NXT or the WWE. Big overhead got another toss. Hudson now taking out anything that's moving. Not even take a look at Mark Coffin. Coffin gets dropped.
Hudson is coming up one of the biggest wins of the year right now.
Can you imagine the enrollment numbers? Imagine the enrollment numbers if Chase U wins the NXT Tag Team titles.
Chase U jumps up, grabs the rope. Sweet chin music. No. Haven't missed much, honestly, in my opinion. It's been a very uneventful match. All right, here we go. Now the table's getting there we go. They teased it earlier. Now we got it. There we go. Put those jokes through the table.
University said he bleeds red and black, and I think he just proved it yet again. But now, through the map court, 2-on-1. Look around us. Who's standing? It's Randy Gallows first, but who's fighting? It's Andre Chase in his hometown. Everyone in Charlotte behind Andre Chase. Chase right now. Trying to make this homecoming. Trying to make his dream come true.
Andre Chase, he's capable.
Okay. Are we gonna see Chase U? I hope not. This gimmick is a joke. One, two. Kick out at 2. Kick out at 2.
Chase not wasting any time.
Oh, we doing the figure four. Woo! You gotta get your woos in here. Oh, big man flying off the top rope. Cameraman missed it, but it's all right. 1, 2, 2.5. Well, kind of a weak finisher if that's a finisher.
Out there still in this thing, still fight because it's all about the shit. It's all about the
Kofi gets caught. Okay, there we go. Let's eliminate Kofi. Get the New Day out of here. That way they lose the titles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. The two big guys, I called it earlier, said that they were the ones that were going to dethrone the New Day. Glad to see it happen. Kind of weak finisher. Not a huge fan of that finisher, honestly. But glad to see them take the titles off New Day. A team that I think could absolutely be a very good tag team. And glad to see that. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Basically, a Spirit Squad ripoff. I thought they were a Spirit Squad ripoff, and that Pretty Deadly team is basically like the Fandango and Tyler Breeze tag team. Pretty much same thing. That's the issue nowadays with tag teams. It's just so hard to come up with a gimmick that hasn't been done before. Uh, yeah, I think these two guys have something though. I think they have something that the WWE does not have right now. They don't really have a big guy tag team, really. I mean, Otis is in a tag team. I don't really think of that, though. So, AOP is supposed to be back, I've heard. But they don't really have a big guy tag team. So, I think they can fit that niche very well. They're athletic. They're the big, strong guy. I think they could go places.
Keep reminding you that you should be dead.
If we track this, you can see Valentina Feroz walking away. Danny Palmer, Ariana Grace, Performance Center talent Alexis Letty going into the building, and then here's an unidentified woman driving away from the scene. Then you have Alexa Lopez and newcomer Lola Vice, who seem to be closest to Nikita. But as you can see, they continue on their own path. If we freeze it right here, you can see Tiffany Stratton, who doesn't look too concerned, just going through her bag on top of the car. But of course, we have to wonder, did Tiffany use something inside her bag to attack Nikita? And then a little past Tiffany is Zoe Stark, who many believe is a prime suspect given the history between the former tag team partners. We also see Tatum Paxley and Lash Legend, who are lurking way in the back of the shot. Of course, could be one of them. Then Indy Hartwell and Lyra Valkyria come to Nikita's aid, but as we see Indy and Lyra tending to Nikita, lastly, we see Wendy Chu observing from inside a vehicle. Did Wendy see anything? How are you guys just looking past the house? Right now, no one is taking credit or claiming responsibility for the attack. If anyone comes
Man, I gotta say, almost all those females just look so generic. That does not give me much hope when it comes to the female division. Because they all look so generic. Just your typical female wrestler. So what do we think about WrestleMania? You know, I personally, I'm not too excited for Cody versus Reigns or Bianca versus, well, not Bianca, Charlotte versus Ripley. I'm not very excited for either of those matches, honestly. Especially the Cody Reigns one. I don't think Cody deserved the title shot yet. I'm hoping something happens with Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber that puts him into the match. Because I don't think that he deserves the title shot yet. Well, I mean, you've always loved Asuka. But yeah, no, I do agree that I think that does have the potential to be a very good gimmick. I think that I would not be surprised if we see her in the last spot um, for the Elimination Chamber, that she wins and goes to fight Bianca. Um, yeah, I think that's really the only match that I could see right now as a money match uh, for Bianca. Anything else, I don't really see it. Who else are you going to have her fight at this point in that Elimination Chamber? Um, except maybe Raquel, but
My entire life. Since I was 13 years old, I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this business just so I could end up here. This is all I've ever dreamed of, and now it's real.
Perez has made history tonight. Once again, is the Iron Woman in NXT. She is a lightning rod, electrified. Hell yeah, kid. Roxanne Perez is the future NXT Women's Champion. Destiny belongs to the underdog, and Perez fulfills hers by becoming the new NXT Women's Champion.
There will be a 20-woman battle royal, and the winner will be the first woman to face me for the NXT Women's Championship at Vengeance Day.
Is everyone for themselves? I see attraction. Same idea. Is both hit at the same time. The winner.
as far as the men's tag team titles, I mean, I don't know, honestly. I know I've heard a lot of people say Sammy and KO versus the Usos. I'm not sure what's going to happen, honestly. I wouldn't say it's a foregone conclusion. I think they'll probably lose it, but I don't know if they necessarily lose it at Mania. They may lose it before then. If Jay really has turned on the bloodline, uh, we could see him lose it beforehand.
See ya. Bye. Bye. Is she leaving? Gonna be here for a little bit of TV. That's our jam. You two made my life a living hell. It's gonna be 2 against 1. And then just saying, Roxanne, how are you gonna beat the 2 of us? Karma is a toxic bitch.
I mean, I could see something like that happening. Uh, I think there's. I don't necessarily think that he's left the bloodline. He sold it perfectly when he did it. You know, the the look on his eyes and everything. He sold that perfectly because you could tell he wanted to be there for his brothers, his family, all that stuff. But at the same time, Sami Zayn's his boy, so he didn't want to attack Sami either. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting how it plays out. Currently, from what I've heard, Jay is not even allowed in Canada. Neither of the Usos are, because of the DUI that they had previously. That neither of them are allowed in Canada. Uh, WWE has previously worked out something with Canada to allow Jimmy in, but Jay has not been allowed into the States since that DUI. Um, so I don't know what's going to happen. From what I've heard, at this point in time, he's not even allowed in the country. This is definitely going to be an interesting match. I mean, you have the tag team dynamic, uh, with Toxic Attraction, and then you have Roxanne Perez, who I think is going to be the one to win the match. Honestly, I think she retains here, but especially where we've already had 2 title changes, I don't think we see another one. Um, but it'll definitely be interesting to see how this match plays out with the whole tag team dynamic.
Sometimes you gotta go over, under, around. Sometimes you gotta go straight through that obstacle. And that's what Roxanne, that's what Roxanne is. Not I was gonna say my girl, I'll get partial. That's what Roxanne is right there. Oh, what a year it has already been for the 21-year-old prodigy.
The following triple threat match scheduled for 1 fall is for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing first the challengers, representing Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. And their opponent, she is the NXT Women's Champion.
You see Perez there, that smile is on her face. We talk about the year that it's been.
here in the NXT universe for Roxanne Perez. The year has been she won the title, right? Then she shows up in the Alamo Dome in the Women's Royal Rumble match.
Yes, indeed. You know about that smile, Big Dog? Don't let the smooth taste.
There it is, right off your It's funny, but it's 2-on-1. Well, this is a glorified handicap match, possibly in some aspects. I mean, just take a look at Perez, and right off the rip, here we go. Toxic Attraction playing the numbers game, and it's smart, it's wise, it's to their advantage.
You know, it's hard to say that thing, but I feel like somewhere along the way, something is going to happen between those two, DG and JC, to make this thing more of an even competition.
And here we go, the tag team just working with themselves. Like they said, 2 versus 1. But at the end of the day, there's only one title. It can't be 2 versus 1 when there's only one title. So how's it gonna play out? You know, I think we're gonna see that classic tag team type thing where, you know, one goes for the belt, and then we kind of see a little bit of a breakup, especially with Mandy Rose not around anymore. Really isn't much of a toxic attraction anymore.
Toxic Attraction, who in their own right, one of the best tag teams to ever grace his first circle here in NXT. Shoulders down and right up. There we go now. Perez trying to rip the fight back. But there is Jane. You can't fight everybody. You can't keep your eyes everywhere in a triple threat match. And for Roxanne Perez, it's not really one-on-one, it's 2-on-1. She's got to overcome the odds, and right now it's not looking good.
Let me tell you something, Big. Roxanne Perez, one of the youngest champions that we've ever seen in this ever. She doesn't know a whole lot about losing. She knows about trying to go out there and win. That's what she's all about.
But here's the thing. You see Jane and Nolan on the same page, helping each other. There's no one here to help Perez. This is a lose-lose situation for her. She's got to overcome 2 other superstars. She's got to do it by herself. And of course, we saw a different side of Perez this past week. And we talk about killer instinct a lot. We know Toxic Attraction has Roxanne Perez fully grasped that way of thinking.
She's a fighter. She's been doing this since she was 16 years old. Iron Woman champion. How many can say that, Vic? Only she can say that.
Only she can.
Exactly what I'm talking about. So she knows a little bit about fighting. She didn't slip on a banana peel and become champion. She didn't get her by osmosis or anything like that. It's training.
Oh, flies to the outside. Impressive. Uh-oh. And here we go. Here's where the tag teams start going after each other.
Since she was 16, no, since she was 7, fighting. Beautiful.
Just able to kick out and right into the cross face. And it worked for Carmelo Hayes earlier tonight. Will it work out for Perez?
I like this right here. Trying to
shoulders down, shoulders salvage. Trying to break the whole break down.
Trying to break down JC right there. Trying to slow the pace down. But when you got to do work, you just can't, go all out, all night. You got to slow it down just a little bit.
To your point, this is her going 1-on-1 right now.
Neck breaker.
This is her opportunity to wear down Jane. Jane realizing that.
Climbs on top, starts swinging. Oh. There we go. There's some good chops. Nice kick to the back.
You can have that feel good thing, running at the top. When it comes down to the championship thing, when you walk in the room and people go, hey, champ, that makes you feel a certain way. When you're a rock star, you need that. And that's JC Jane.
Oh, Jane dropping Perez. It was Jane Long said she was tired of hearing the
Uh-oh. Now we see Roxanne.
Back on the stage. Oh, wait. Did Dolan just pull Jade in front of Perez?
I don't know what's right or not, Vic. I don't know. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks.
Oh.
But I said sooner or later, have a good eye. Here we go.
Right now is Gigi Dolan becoming unhinged in this moment. And much like you saw with Jacy Jayne, she's taking full control of her solo opportunity. Here in this matchup.
Wow. Both these girls getting very aggressive with the champion.
The judges for yourself. Judges, what did you see? Did you see what I saw? Dolan pulling Jane? Come on, those cracks are
I can tell you this. It looked that way. It did look that way. And I told you that some form, somewhere in this matchup, it's going to happen. Gigi and JC, it had to break down. It's about the money, man. Oh, it's about getting paid, man.
Stepping right Dolan hard landing for Perez.
If these young ladies don't know, it's about checks. It's about championship. If they don't know that, I can't help.
Well, Dolan could be closing in on her first reign as NXT Women's
Two.
Champion.
Oh, and the tag team breaks it up. We start to see the breakdown of the tag team. 1. Well, here we go. Are they going to start fighting each other now? It all breaks down when the title's on the line. Oh, shove. Shove back. Again. Here we go. Oh, slap. Oh, it's on now. Oh, laid that in. Every woman for herself. 1, 2. 1, 2. Perez climbing to the top rope. Crossbody off the top rope.
This is that moment. This is the stage for Roxanne Perez that she dreamed of when she used to take that Greyhound in Houston to your school book.
Like I said, 16-year-old kid who is grown up to be a grown woman right now. NXT Women's Champion. That right there says a lot. That says a lot.
And Perez now. First into Dolan, now into Jade. She saw that crack forming. She started to explode.
Champ going corner to corner.
A traditional triple threat match where it will be every woman for themselves. Oh, nice counter. And now, a little combination.
Oh, DDT. 1, 2. Still early 2 count.
That make you who you are. And that's what Roxanne Perez is going through right now. How bad does she want it? How bad, Vic?
NXT Universe here in Charlotte, no doubt will be there behind in this matchup. Oh, Perez gets caught. And now.
Oh, okay. Wouldn't mind being in that position.
She's the only one standing right now.
I gotta say, JC Jayne, man.
She's a rock star, man. Beats to her own drum, does Jane.
Rolling Thunder into the corner.
She wants the championship. She can taste it. She can sense it. She can be moments away from her moment there at NXT. After being called a third wheel, she can be front and center. Oh, in the NXT Women's Division. What a knee into the cover and Dolan able to break it up.
Trust me.
I've seen that knee before win some women's championships, and it almost through for Jacy Jayne. But now with this, we see running heads. Touch the attraction.
Don't think it's not in the mind of JC being called a third wheel. Don't think she's not thinking about that right now and saying, I'm going to move up the ladder to first place here tonight in this matchup. Here we go, Vic. A fight just broke out.
Oh,
Shane getting the better on that exchange.
giving her the suck it sign.
But right now, we're press trying to reach up. It's that cradle. It's that cradle.
2,
Jake is able to get out quickly. No waste of time.
2.
The big spin doesn't work either.
But their playbook right now, the IQ of this young lady is unbelievable.
But then again, we talk about Perez, talk about Jane in this moment. There's only two superstars in the ring. We know just how difficult it is to win this sort of matchup.
Go all out. You gotta let it all hang out. Going for that big shot. One more time. Got caught. Sleeping.
And now, looking for Pop Rocks. It's Dolan. Right in. It's Dolan right back. And nice kick to the side of the face. And for the first time tonight, Dolan taking out one superstar. Suplex. Bridge.
Oh.
Same thing for all three superstars. And Dolan, a half a second away from finding herself NXT Women's Champion.
What I said earlier. Who wants it the most? I mean, Gigi is definitely fighting hard. JC is in the fight. My girl Roxy.
It's all about the NXT Women's Championship here at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina.
We got chance for Roxy. We got chance for Gigi. None for the other girl, though. Don't surprise me. I think if Roxy did lose, it would be to Gigi.
The champion Perez, who has been fighting off both members of Toxic Attraction.
They're doing a hell of a job, Vic. Doing one hell of a job this
Can
young
she
lady.
finish the job, which started out as a glorified handicap match?
Oh, oh. Double super kick. Huh. See, that I think would have been the perfect way for her to lose the title. You have them both fall down on her. Then it leads to who is the actual champion.
Is the sister back on between these two? Are they back on the same page?
Here we go, Vic. Get out of here. Yes, get the table.
For Toxic Attraction, obviously they had to know.
Devon, get the tables.
They weathered that emotional storm themselves. And what the thing too is, it's all legal. No disqualification. Toxic Attraction do whatever the hell they want to. So Roxanne Perez, hey, I'm having flashbacks to NXT.
She breaks it up. Kick to the stomach. Another kick. Oh. Oh. Canadian Destroyer. Oh my God.
Toxic Attraction, and she is now conquering both these superstars.
Crowd chanting for the tables. They want it. We gonna see it now? Powerbomb through the table? Or superplex? Oh, she's gonna hit her finisher off the top. Ah, weak way to use the table. Two, three. Yeah, it was a weak way to use the table, but it definitely was a good finishing move. Yeah, you know, amplify your finisher a little bit by going off the top rope. Always adds to the excitement. Um, but yeah, the table could have been used a little bit better, I think.
And then risking it all. Super hot rocks from Zach Perez to retain our NXT Women's Championship here tonight. Able to go through the adversity to overcome the odds. Perez has gone from special to sensational here at Vengeance Day.
You'll see a UFO before you ever see another beat. They show you why I call myself Pete. Generational talent. Carmelo Ace. So just started staring in, let me dress, let me dress. And they saying on the press, let me dress. You know, competition never is. When I go in, let me dress, let me dress. I feel like you worked your whole life for this opportunity. So my hard work is paying off. I'm just not average. They can expect big things from your boy. I'm a born champion. And you will see me propose on the road, I promise you that.
Carmelo Hayes, one of the best movers I've ever seen in an attitude ring.
Oh my God, Cat beating these fists, so they're sleeping on me. And we'll wake you up real soon.
I called my shot, and with Carmelo Hayes juice, I don't miss. His boy, Trick Williams, at his side. I said, yo, Trick. I said, are you found it? Oh, I'm found it, found it.
Let's talk about metal for a second. We're talking about bring up undefeated women.
The cruiserweight unified. We led the war games to victory. Two-time North American champion. I am the
Yeah, definitely wasn't needed. There wasn't much to it. They certainly are building this mellow guy up, though. I mean, a whole 2-3 minutes about him. They certainly seem to be building him up a good amount. All right, time for that main event of the evening. Steel cage title match. Braun Breaker versus Grayson Waller. Man, it is crazy how much Braun Breaker is like his dad.
For the NXT Championship.
Literally. Great performer. Dumb as rocks.
Arguably the best NXT champion of all time. NXT is my life. Braun Breaker, strong, athletic, born. I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. Grayson Waller's the name. I've been running this brand for 18 months. I'll be the god. I'll be the star. And now, I've made the decision that I need to be NXT champion. We are set for a championship showdown. We gotta fight. Referee said 9.
We gotta let this go back in. We gotta do this again, bitch.
At the end of the day, here at New Year's Evil, it is Braun Breaker who is the NXT champion.
At Vengeance Day, the NXT Championship, we defended inside steel cage.
Look me in. You know what I am, bro?
Here we go. You ready? Savage here.
It's a long haul. From the moment I first stepped foot into NXT, my temper has got the best of me. He can't control his emotions. He can't control his anger. And the locker room can't even keep these two separated. No one's taking advantage of it like I have. Look, this is unbelievable. I'm living rent-free in your head, Braun. That sinister, arrogant smile is on the face of Grayson Waller.
My temper has led to my biggest victories and my most crushing defeats.
I don't have to beat Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is going to beat himself.
I should learn to control it. Then it dawned on me. When that door closes and the lock clicks, I don't have to control it anymore. I'm going to beat Waller within an inch of his life and take what's left of him.
Lad, I know everything you're going to do. You're like a textbook. I've read it and I've passed the test.
Waller's pushed my last button.
I don't want to just beat you. I want to embarrass you. I want to hurt you.
He's going to regret it when I break him inside the steel.
The last time that was locked in a steel cage. Oh, from the top! It wasn't a quality. And just think, what am I going to do now? When everything's on the line. When I deliver the biggest viral moment in NXT history.
Waller, this is what you wanted. But this will be my Vengeance Day.
Definitely looking like a good match. Hyping it up a lot. These guys have been going back and forth for a while now. Coming out in the warrior gear. Like a gladiator.
You saw the looks of both the champion and the challenger as they get ready to lock up.
Here comes the challenger. Grayson Waller. We got some bottle service going on, it looks like. I'm here for it. See, he I don't know. His character just seems like so many of the other characters nowadays. The Austin Theories, this and that, just involving bottles instead of cell phones.
two to drink out of. Maybe you should be worried about not going viral. You weren't on the man who thought they'd come down the ring. Braun Breaker, who literally wants to break Grayson Waller limb by limb.
You say all of that shit. Now, this guy reminds me of Kobe Covington in the UFC. You hate the guy. You don't like anything about it, but he's capable. You know he can win at any given moment. That's what this kid, Grayson Waller, has been all about, man.
You see Waller looking around, maybe fighting off a little more than he can chew because there is no escape. You cannot win the title by escaping the cage. You have to win by pinfall or submission. And typically a cage is designed to keep others from interfering or not allowing another superstar to interfere. Designed to leave no excuses tonight. The cage will contain these two for a decisive winner.
Yeah. This man running the Bertha. That cage tonight he can use to advantage in every way, shape, form, and fashion. And don't think he's not going to do that. Some might say, Ray Blood Breaker needs to tone it down just a little bit, but I say, Blood Breaker needs to tone it out.
Champion coming down to the ring now.
It just lets me know that everything Blood Breaker has been wanting to do for these last perhaps 3 to 4 weeks, and that's going there and break something, going there and destroy something. He's going to have a cage to help him out with all that.
Oh, starts off with running into the cage door. Match hasn't even started yet. We're gonna start it outside. Oh, he just missed it. Woo! Damn, Breaker really trying to break him. Oh. Brutal cage door shot.
Look how confident Breaker is entering in. And now Waller finds himself locked in a cage.
And the match has officially started. Both men locked inside the cage. Breaker laying in those chops.
Grayson Waller is doing. Look at it right now, right back in the game. That was a strategy, Vic.
We'll see how that strategy works out throughout the match. But I do want to get a legitimate answer out of you, Book. How does one prepare for a cage match? We're finally officially underway in this NXT Championship matchup.
Oh, man, this is where you go into that self-interrogation mode.
Oh. Just bouncing off those ropes.
Just like that. Breaker can change the complexion of the matchup. He's got the speed, he's got the power, and now looking to even showcase more of an impact.
Picks him up.
The steel cage.
Pressing him.
Think about it. And while he holds Waller, Braun Breaker, I'm sure, is smiling deep down inside.
And fall away slam. Wow, just showing that athleticism. Standing moonsault.
Under these circumstances, this is new ground for Braun breaker, so to speak.
This is what champions shine under the bright lights.
Oh, what a right hand.
Because that's what they want. They want that moment. We're on the road to WrestleMania.
We are, but after that right hand, Waller realized it didn't even phase breaker. A second one just stunned the NXT champion. And Waller right in, Waller right around, and put it into the DDT. Breaker, cover, the count. Champion stunned, but able to kick out in one.
I'll tell you something, when you hit Braun Breaker with a shot, you want to follow up, and you want to follow up quick, just like this, right here. And you just DDT. Beautiful.
Waller now measuring the champion. Funny how Waller now decides to mount the wrong break.
He didn't look like he was like a chihuahua, a pit bull, a boxer or something like that.
Well, Waller has called the champion out for having empty threats, but somehow, some ways, had an uncanny ability to stay ahead of Breaker. One step, two steps for weeks, as he's a step ahead of Breaker here again. Into the cover, and another kick out at one by Braun Breaker. Now look at Waller.
Chris Waller's looking for one of those viable moments here tonight in this matchup. That's one thing that worried me about this kid, Grayson Waller. Another guy, Dolph Ziggler, a guy that wanted to steal the show. I wonder where his career could have been if he didn't think that way. That's the same thing I think.
Ziggler won the world title.
Yes, but he could have won Money in the Bank. He could have won several. He could have won many, many more. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you surely think Waller's too focused on those viral moments, that outside stuff?
Exactly what I'm talking about. That's the one thing that could hinder this kid. Could literally put him in that mode where everything can just go, hey, here we go.
Got caught, and now belly to belly from Braun.
I thought he was going over the top there for a second.
That was a nice job by Waller, almost shifted his weight a little bit, making Braun Breaker have to shift game plan. Is now Breaker again picking up some speed, and this time catch it and drop it.
Shades of that dog face, Rick Steiner right there. I've seen that move before. I felt that move before right there.
Braun Breaker approaching 370 days as NXT champion across two different ways with a bulldog. Only two men book have spent more time as champion in NXT than Braun Breaker. Shows you how special Braun Breaker is. I think Braun just said, it's time to wrap up.
Textbook right there. That bulldog off the top right there, Dick. Textbook.
There's no Grayson. You're in a steel cage. Oh, no! The champion, head and shoulder first, now Waller. Then they cover quickly. Then they come champion and a kick out by Breaker. But Waller again, one step ahead. And then I ask you this: can you take the champion in?
I think he did. Elbow right there. That's the old bait switch. Pulled it off perfectly.
Look, Grayson,
Been a pretty hard-hitting match so far.
he will steal this championship. He will do whatever it takes to become champion. Here tonight, he's got no
Waller laying those punches in.
Does Grayson Waller. Waller now measuring Braun, and again, Braun just, we saw the speed of Braun Breaker.
Holding on to the strap to get a little extra power going.
Did you see that? Braun's on Tree Street.
Braun Breaker, like I said, I see it. You know, so like when it journey down and I want to pump it up.
Oof, face first.
Right there, Grayson Waller is in total control.
Waller realizing it, and they covered up. Another kick out by the champion. And look, this steel cage rips flesh. It will bruise egos. A tremendous toll is going to be taken on both these superstars here tonight. But look at Waller right now with pinpoint precision. Right at Braun Breaker.
Talk about egos.
Pressing his boot against the face against the steel cage.
This match tonight, can you imagine how big this guy's head is going to be? Just like that. Oh my God.
Think about how we started this match. We brought this golden shoe out here. He was already got champagne.
Don't forget about the ladies. Don't forget about the ladies.
I'm thinking about the matchup right now. Now it's Waller looking to fly. Oh. Again, tasting that steel is Breaker. And when steel meets flesh, steel is undefeated. And one more time now, Waller with the champion in his sights. And Breaker trying to hoist up Waller. And right to the eyes. Look at that, as we mentioned. Waller not going to break it, but any corners in this match. And I just looked up from my monitor here from the table. The welts are starting to form on the back.
Oh, wow. Great move.
Pretty enough to bring
an unprettier flying over the back. Very unique.
Just rolled Braun Breaker like a surfboard to the back. Wow.
Take another look at the innovative offense by the challenger. Wow. What do we call that, Jake? Call it whatever you want.
Surfboard.
Call it what?
Leave it to Booker to call that move a friggin' surfboard. Like, only Booker would come up with that stupid shit. Shucky ducky quack quack.
I said this kid is very, very capable. He's crafty. He's one of those guys that you may think you got one up on him and he turns it around just like that. That's Grayson Waller.
Grayson Breaker almost trying to get back to his feet, get back into it somehow, some way, but Waller able to fend him off one more time. And again, it's important to remember, and wait a minute, Breaker, charge it in. A little break.
Wow. 1, 2, 2.5, 2.5.
Talking about pulling out all the stops right there, bro. Breaker went up top right there with that breaking shot a little different. Had a little soft, a little Cholula Creed on that right there, baby.
That adrenaline pumping right now. Braun Breaker is slowing things down yet again. It's important to remember, too, the last time these two were in a cage together, they were teammates, representing a new era and how times have changed because the winner tonight, let's not forget, leads this brand into Los Angeles, leads this brand into WrestleMania Saturday, and stand and deliver, and that's the knockout blow possibly for Waller, realizing he needs to fly, he needs an exclamation.
Oh, flying elbow. 1, 2, 2.5.
See this guy, Grayson Waller, you think he's out of the game. He's playing possum, big. He's playing possum.
Breaker, and then to add to it, Grayson Waller with some air time, a little bit higher than a lot of Hornets have gotten here in the Spectrum Center, delivers that elbow before Breaker able to just
that's good at it.
What?
That's good at it.
So what?
Keep it going, keep it going. Right now, this man right here, Braun Breaker, he's a certain pedigree. He has fight. I'm not saying that I'm not proud of Braun Breaker. Of course I'm proud of him. But this business is about going out there and eating.
And Braun, we talk about the Defiant champion who's put this brand on his back since day one. Overcoming, overpowering. And Waller just realizing, and again Waller trying to run to create some distance, create some separation. But Braun Breaker gonna have none of that.
Let me tell you something.
Breaker returning the favor.
Look in the eyes of Braun Breaker. Says I'm tired.
Braun Breaker slamming him into the door.
And Breaker now, how sweet it must feel after all these weeks. For Braun. Wow. And balling Waller around.
Crowd seems back and forth at this point. Waller sucks chance. Let's go Waller chance. Waller standing at the top rope now. Well, top of the cage now.
Well, here's your final moment. There's nowhere for Waller to go, nowhere for him to run. He can't get out of the cage. You can't win the title, Grayson. You can't win the gold. You got to do it in the ring.
Oh, off the top.
And you hear the barks. But you hear the next. It's a Braun breaker. This is what Breaker wanted. This is the moment Braun's been waiting for. But go for the cover. Braun has it.
Braun psyching himself out at this point.
Look at me. Look at me. You want to talk trash now? Huh? You want to talk trash from something in me now? Huh? This is mine. Don't pound. I won NXT. Waller defying the edge.
Oh, spear. 2, 3. And Braun retains in a very, very uneventful match, in my opinion.
Grayson Waller got his best, but in the end, you gotta wonder what was going through Waller's mind. Because Braun Breaker came here with one thing on his: to win, to retain. Let's go back to some of the action. This is that viral moment. Waller is looking for a reset, simply kept one with a huge superplex, and then Braun Breaker would hit this.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on. For whoever did show up. This was first time thing, first time trying it out. Definitely something that I think I'll try again in the future. But I thank everyone that did show up, even if just for a little bit. Please like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Turn on notifications. And yeah, thank you again.